Ultimately, our goal is to continue to grow into the best versions of ourselves. Therefore, we must work on getting out of our comfort zones. This is scary for sure, as it's uncomfortable and full of unknowns. However, life is full of unknowns. And wouldn't you rather choose your unknowns versus them being chosen for you? Welcome back to Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson. Thank you for checking out this week's episode. We are at episode 94, so slowly creeping up on episode 100, which I'm super excited about. As always, feel free to check out and share these episodes on YouTube, Spotify, LinkedIn, Facebook, and TikTok. This week, I'm excited about the topic as it's something that gets us uncomfortable. And that's the idea of getting out of your comfort zone. We all love to live in this area of harmony. It's easy, things just flow, you're in a state of calmness. While this state is great at times, one thing it prevents is growth. Ultimately, our goal is to continue to grow into the best versions of ourselves. Therefore, we must work on getting out of our comfort zones. This is scary for sure, as it's uncomfortable and full of unknowns. However, life is full of unknowns. And wouldn't you rather choose your unknowns versus them being chosen for you? If your goal is for you to get stronger, for instance, which is one of my goals for this year, can't simply keep doing the same workouts and expect different results. You must do different workouts and lift heavier weights. Those heavier weights will get you out of your comfort zone. I know for me, I decided to change up the type of squats I was doing yesterday as a way to promote growth in different areas. With time, the heavier weights will begin to feel easier, which means you add more weight to those workouts and continue to grow. If you want to get promotions at work, you must start taking on extra things. You must figure out ways of getting out of your comfort zone of your current job requirements. This could mean working longer hours, taking on extra projects, and talking to your boss about how you can move up in your profession. Another great way to do this is by networking. As Tasha shared last year in an episode on networking, which if you haven't listened to, I highly suggest going back and listening to it. It is phenomenal. But networking requires you to step out of your comfort zone. Talking to people you may have felt uncomfortable or not on their level is difficult, but the results can be huge. For me, I stepped out of my comfort zone a while back and reached out to Sean Swerner as a networking opportunity. I didn't have any expectations. I didn't even know if he would respond. I never imagined that not only would he accept my invitation, but it would lead him to coming and us building a relationship and having an ongoing dialogue, and eventually him being on this podcast. None of this was comfortable for me. I felt weird about it, but it was so worth it in the end. Comfortable and lounging in our sweatpants is a common weekend activity that many of us thoroughly enjoy. There are people who do that more often than this, and many wish we could be doing that. But we are striving for better. We want to be better than where we are currently, and that requires change. It requires us to be different. Getting out of your comfort zones is not a popular trait, but we want better. Growing up, I could have decided to stick with the general norm within my school of graduating high school and getting right into a job. Yet I knew I wanted to do something different. Being a college graduate was not a common thing in my family, as I am the first to graduate college with a degree. Now, there are other ways to be successful, as both my parents are in their professions, but I wanted something different. I had to get out of the comfort zone and create my own path. When we get out of our comfort zone, it is often forging a new path, and sometimes it's one that has never been done before, so you have to pull from other people and other resources to help you as you go down that new path. It's going to be hard and scary, but getting out of your comfort zone is where true change happens. This week's action steps, I want you to think about areas in your life that you seem very comfortable in. Are these areas that you could be making growth? Is your job getting stagnant and not pushing you towards your goals? Are you improving in areas you want to? be honest with yourselves. Next action step is start researching ways that you could push yourself out of those comfort zones and grow in those areas. Talk to people, listen to podcasts, research literature that can help you as you move down this new path. And then finally, get out of your comfort zone and start growing. This week's quote: as you move outside your comfort zone, what was once the unknown and frightening becomes your new normal. And that was by Robin Sharma. You guys, normal's comfortable. We all love it. It's like that security blanket, but we only know what's inside of that blanket when we stay there. Take that security blanket off, explore new realms. You never know what you might find and what you might start to enjoy and what you're capable of. I hope you guys take this information, apply it to your life. Let me know where you're pushing yourself outside your comfort zones. I'd love comments on that. I hope you guys have a great day and defeat the week.